We're now joined by a COVID-19 patient who is currently in an isolation ward at National University Hospital. He's Raymond Sim, a pastor at Lighthouse Evangelism Church, and he's known to the public as case number 227.
Raymond, we understand you caught the virus in France, where you were there from March 7 to the 12th, and then you went to NUH on the 14th, and your positive test results were confirmed the next day on the 15th. But between coming back from France and going to the hospital, you didn't go to work at Lighthouse. Now, Raymond, tell us what you experienced, from when you exhibited symptoms, your flight back to Singapore, the health checks you underwent, etc., until this point.
Yes, on the second last day of my trip, I start to feel a slight itch in my throat. But to me, this slight itch is normal because my nose and my throat is usually sensitive to cold air. So I put it aside. But it was actually a very smooth trip to Singapore. Nothing. Nobody stopped me. I didn't have any fever, no symptoms at all except the itchy throat. The only thing I was troubled in the trip home, that was the announcements made in the news that Singapore actually asked for a stay-home notice from those returning from France, Germany, with effect from 16 March. Actually, I didn't get affected, because I arrived on the 13th of March. And although it did not affect me, there must be something really wrong in Europe at that time. Although everything was normal when I was there, except for the absence of mainland China tourists in Europe. Yeah.
I see. So does that mean that you weren't swabbed at the checkpoint when you came back?
Nope.
Right.
Not at all.
Right, because you weren't exhibiting, I guess, obvious symptoms. So Raymond, I just want to find out, how are you feeling right now, physically and emotionally?
I am actually having a little bit of headache, a persistent headache. My temperature actually subsided already. Yeah. And actually when I was admitted, I was emotionally down. And I tried to hide it away. The feelings of guilt when my house was put on stay-home notice. Questions start running in my mind. How did I cause this danger to my family, the ones that I love? And I'm supposed to protect them. And because of this infection, I felt that the services in my church has been suspended. Self-condemnation and regret starting to creep into my heart. And I felt that I'm supposed to be helping others. But a lot of the assurance came from my colleagues, family and friends. And I managed to break out of it. I guess shame is one of the biggest deterioration to freedom in life. When we mess up sometimes due to situations that happen, which is not even under our control. But when that happens, I think God will uphold us in His hand because His grace is sufficient.
Raymond, what medical treatment have you received over at NUH?
They gave me paracetamol, and they gave me cough syrup, and they are trying out a new drug for me, but I don't think I can disclose anything yet.
How often have you been checked by the medical staff over at NUH?
Oh, they actually come in 5 to 6 hours. Every 5 to 6 hours, the nurses will come in to check my pulse, my BP, my temperature. They will come in to give me my medicine, and they come in to give me my meals as well. The doctors actually come in to take my blood and for tests, and the swab test, of course, every day. Actually, the swab test is really painful. Up the nose, very, very uncomfortable. Yeah.
Raymond, share a little bit about the types of meals you've been getting and even the things in your room that have kept you occupied.
Yeah. They provide breakfast, lunch, dinner, and you can choose Chinese, Muslim, or Western. But unfortunately, the food is quite bland. That's hospital food, I guess.
Yeah.
Anyway, my appetite is not as good as well. So I looks like I'm going to be discharged a trimmer person. Well, in this room, there's lots to do actually. There's my TV that they provide, and I brought a book with me, and this is a very good book to read. Yeah, and I have my phone to connect with my family and my friends, and of course I play music from my phone as well. I read my Bible, and the bed is just right for me to sleep and take a rest, which is so important to me at this point when I'm feeling very sick. Of course, God is in my room, and He gives me peace.
Right. Well, Raymond, why do you decide to share your story and in doing so, revealing your identity as well?
Well, actually, my friend who is your colleague in Straits Times, she asked me if I can help to share what is it like to be in isolation. You know, being in isolation is not that bad. And I want to just tell everyone who is afraid of reporting yourself, you know, it's okay to come in. You know, it's a great time where you can come in to reflect and to talk to God even, you know, a time where you get more time to do the things that you cannot do because Singapore is such a busy place. Things that you cannot do because of on a normal day, you know. Yeah.
Well, we want to thank you for speaking with us, Raymond. We wish you and your family all the very best.